All right, people, welcome back to the Kaiba Show. And this week, the final episode of Miss Marvel has come out. So let's get it.
Welcome to the Kaiba Show.
All right, so Miss Marvel is starring your girl Iman Vellani and your boy Matt Lintz. And basically, the premise of this show, you have Kamala. She stumbles upon this like little charm bracelet thingy that basically enhances something that's already in her without me giving too much away. And she has like these she basically becomes a superhero, and she has to, combat the forces of evil without me giving too much away. That's all I'm going to say for the premise of the show. So let's get straight into it. So for the most part, Miss Marvel was entertaining. It wasn't a bad show, but it just felt like a superhero show that was produced by like Nickelodeon or something. Like it felt like it should have been like you remember back in the day with those Disney movies like Luck of the Irish, or remember that came out like in the early 2000s. It felt like it should have been like one of those Disney shows or Nickelodeon shows or one of their homemade movies, because it just had too much of like a family vibe. Like, to be honest with you, overall with the Marvel TV series on Disney Plus, I need them to like take a seat back and look and just really like try to figure out the tones that they're trying to go, because at the end of the day, I rather get the tones of the Netflix Marvel shows. Like, let's get more of the adult themes back into there. Let's get some of the darker tones in there. Like, Miss Marvel was cool. It had the family vibe, but it was just a little bit too kiddie. And some people be like, oh, but what about Spider-Man, Peter Parker? Those are kids. I get it, but I still feel like the tone of the movie is not family oriented. And like I said, this felt like a show that belonged on the Nickelodeon channel. It didn't feel like a Disney Plus TV series. So like, as far as the show, the acting was okay. Action was there was some cool little scenes, but not enough for my liking. And the villain, like, I had no fear with the villain. The villain was lackluster. There's some details I would love to go into, but like I said, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. But there wasn't any impactful thing that the villain did. And then there was like a little sub thing with damage control. So like, overall, the show was just okay. And for the most part, I just feel like a lot of the Marvel TV series have just been like okay. Besides like probably like Captain Falcon, um, and the Winter Soldier and Loki. Those have been like my top tier Disney Plus Marvel series. But everything else just been like meh, and Miss Marvel's gonna go in them. Nah, it was okay. Like, do I ever plan on rewatching these 6 episodes? No, I'm good. Probably gonna be one and done. There is a mid credit at the end of episode 6. That was cute. You should definitely make sure you don't close out the app once the credits start rolling. There is going to be a mid credit scene, and there's something that they highlighted at the end that if you listen quite closely, you're gonna hear a little tune, you're gonna hear a little beat, and if you're a true fan, you're gonna know exactly what that beat is, and you're gonna get goosebumps. So it is interesting to see the direction that they're going to go with the character and with the MCU as a whole, because they already kind of like gave us a little bit of that in Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. So once you hear that beat, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about if you're a true fan of Marvel, and you're going to get excited for what's to come. So on the Kaiba scale 1 to 10, I'm going to give Miss Marvel 6.5. It really did nothing for me whatsoever. I just pretty much watched the series just to finish it. I did not look forward to each week. Kind of like I haven't felt like this probably since like WandaVision, where it's like, yo, I'm just gonna finish it just to finish it. I'm not excited for like the following Wednesday. So yeah, with all the shows, I feel like Marvel needs to step it up. We need to get back to the Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones vibes. You know, the Defenders, Iron Fist. We need to get back to that vibe because I'm not feeling for the most part, like overall, when you think back to all the MCU TV shows on Disney Plus, they're not hitting. Like Hawkeye wasn't hitting like how I wanted it to hit. Moon Knight, you know what I'm saying? WandaVision was just like, I was so disappointed in WandaVision. And like Miss Marvel was just it's like a 6.5. The best I'll give it is a 7. That's the best I'll give it. It's a 7. The show did nothing for me. The villain was weak. The villain in the Minions, weak. So if you got time and you want to binge it, check it out this weekend. And yeah, man, it's up to you. Like I said, it did nothing for me. So if you like what you see and you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. After doing that, hit the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a video. And please leave a comment at the bottom. Let me know what you thought of Miss Marvel. Hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.